Have you ever found an incredible high-quality vintage piece at a thrift store only to put it right back on the rack because it looked like a literal potato sack on you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've all been there. It's basically the universal thrifting experience.
Right. You just sigh and leave it behind. But, well, our mission today on the deep dive is to show you that putting it back is a huge missed opportunity. We're getting into the magic of alterations.
It really is magic, honestly.
It is. We are uncovering the ultimate fashion hack today. We're talking about how to take those cheap, oversized, or just completely outdated thrift store finds and use professional tailoring to transform them into a sustainable, custom-fitted luxury wardrobe.
And, doing it all for just a fraction of what retail prices would be.
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack this because the core premise here is just so fascinating to me. It's this idea that fashion isn't really about buying the most expensive clothes. It's about wearing clothes that actually fit beautifully.
Yeah, fit is everything. We've been so conditioned to think a high price tag equals looking good. But before we even get to the tailor, we kind of have to look at why we're migrating to the thrift store racks in the first place.
Right, because it's not just about hunting for a cheap deal anymore.
No, not at all. It's become this huge global movement. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's really born out of a desire for sustainability. I mean, the environmental toll of fast fashion is staggering.
Oh, it's terrifying. We're talking millions of tons of clothing, right?
Millions of tons.
Yeah.
Every single year, just ending up in landfills. And it's not just the waste, it's the severe textile pollution, the massive carbon footprint of mass production.
Yeah.
Thrifting offers a real way out of that cycle.
Yeah, it's like fast fashion is basically fast food.
Oh, that's a great way to put it.
It's cheap, it's mass-produced, and it gives you this really quick hit of satisfaction when you buy it. But ultimately, it leaves you feeling totally unfulfilled, and it's just terrible for the environment.
Yeah, you get that dopamine rush, but the garment falls apart in a month. But when you thrift, you're transitioning from being this passive participant in a really wasteful cycle to an active conscious shopper. You're valuing unique style over just, blindly following mass-produced trends.
And you get access to premium fabrics and designer brands without creating demand for new stuff.
But, okay, so thrifting solves the sustainability issue and the cost issue,
Right.
but it introduces this entirely new problem, which is that thrifted clothes are almost never tailored to your specific body shape.
Which is exactly why people put that potato sack back on the rack.
Exactly. But the article we're looking at today drops this core truth, which is that even wildly expensive designer clothing looks cheap if it doesn't fit correctly.
Oh, 100%. A bad fit ruins a $2,000 suit instantly.
But on the flip side, an affordable thrifted outfit looks luxurious when it's properly tailored. It just gives you this instant polished appearance. It boosts your confidence. But wait, I have to push back a little here.
Sure, go for it. Isn't a tailor just someone who, hems your pants when they're a little too long?
I think that's the misconception most people have. They think of tailors as just, mechanics for hems. But tailoring is actually an art form.
An art form?
Yeah, it really is. A skilled tailor literally reshapes garments to fit your unique body and personality. It's not just making pants shorter. It's slimming down oversized shirts, completely resizing waistlines, adjusting sleeve lengths so they hit your wrist perfectly. They can even repair damaged clothing that you thought was totally ruined.
Oh, wow. So they're essentially reverse engineering the clothes.
Exactly. Which brings us to what they can actually do to modernize these outdated vintage pieces. Because vintage clothing, well, it has incredible craftsmanship.
And the materials are just way better than what we get today.
Way better. You rarely find that kind of premium material in modern fast fashion, but the silhouettes are usually super outdated.
Right, like those massive shoulder pads. So what does this all mean for the listener who is staring at a rack of baggy vintage clothes right now?
Well, what's fascinating here is that the most dramatic improvements actually come from really minimal cost alterations.
Really? Like what?
Take those oversized vintage blazers you mentioned. A tailor can remove those giant 80s shoulder pads, reshape the shoulders, and suddenly you have this sleek, premium-looking jacket for the office.
Wait, they can just change the shoulders without ruining the whole jacket?
Yeah, it's incredible. Or take baggy, shapeless jeans. A tailor can taper them down into a really stylish, straight-fit denim. It completely changes how the pants drape.
I never even thought about taking jeans to a tailor.
Most people don't. You could also take those really long, kind of dated maxi dresses and have them shortened into chic midi outfits. And here's a really good one, updating simple hardware.
Oh, like zippers and stuff.
Yeah, just replacing old scuffed plastic buttons or cheap zippers
Right.
instantly modernizes a piece. It elevates the whole look.
Okay, that makes so much sense. But knowing all of this, knowing what a tailor can actually do, it completely changes how you should behave in a thrift store.
Totally changes the game.
Because you can't just grab anything off the rack and expect a tailor to perform a miracle on it. You have to be strategic.
Right, you're basically shopping for the tailor at that point.
So let's go over the specific rules from the article for finding the best pieces. First up is focusing on the fabric.
This is crucial. You want to look for natural materials, things like wool, real denim, cotton, and linen.
Why does it have to be natural materials?
Because they're just so much easier to alter. Natural fibers respond to heat and steam when a tailor is pressing new seams. Plus, they last way longer than synthetic blends.
Okay, that makes sense. And the second rule is checking the structure.
Yeah, well-constructed clothing yields better tailoring results. If it was made well initially, a tailor can take it apart and put it back together cleanly.
And then the third rule, and this one I love, ignore minor flaws.
Yes. Do not be scared off by a broken button or a loose hem.
Or like a minor tear in the lining, right?
Yeah. Exactly. People see a missing button and they panic and put the coat back. But those are so cheap and easy for a tailor to fix. It actually works in your favor because it usually drives the thrift store price down even further.
Oh, that's such a good point. You're basically getting a discount for a flaw that costs like $5 to fix.
Exactly. But there's one more rule, and it's the golden rule of thrifting for alterations.
Oh, right. Always buy slightly bigger items.
Yes. It is always much easier for a tailor to make clothing smaller than it is to enlarge them.
Because they need the extra fabric to work with.
Right. They can take away fabric all day long, but if a shirt is too tight, they can't just magically create fabric that isn't there.
It's basically like you're a sculptor, you know, looking for a good block of marble.
Love that analogy.
Yeah, you aren't shopping for the finished statue. You're shopping for the high-quality raw materials that your tailor can literally chisel away at to fit your body.
That's exactly how you have to look at it.
But, okay, we've found the perfect raw materials. We know what alterations to ask for. We really need to address the elephant in the room here.
The cost.
Yes, the cost. Paying for a tailor. Because a lot of people feel like paying for alterations is this annoying extra expense that they just hate paying. Is it really worth it?
This raises an important question about what we actually value, right?
Yeah.
You have to compare the true cost and the true value of your two options.
Okay, break that down for me.
So option one is fast fashion. It gives you a lower quality product. It has a super short lifespan. And honestly, the fit is usually pretty generic and poor.
Yeah, it's made to fit 1,000 different body types terribly.
Right. But option two, tailored thrift fashion. Gives you better materials, a personalized fit, a totally unique appearance, and incredible durability. The result is this custom piece that rivals